How's it going, guys? Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews, and this is my review of Terminator Genisys. Guys, I told you once, I've told you before, I appeared on my friend's podcast where we were covering all the Arnold Schwarzenegger films. It got so long we had to do a part 2. That part 2 has not been come out yet, but I want to send you over to his YouTube channel, and you guys can check out his content. He's a good dude, Gio. He's a good dude. Go check out our podcast, where we're covering all the Schwarzenegger films, and check out his coverage of Hot Toys and all that cool shit that he likes to do on his channel. Now, let's get right into this review. This is a no, I want to say bad words. This is not a good movie, man. This is just not a good movie. So now we're playing time travel. We're throwing it all out. Now we're playing with time travel. Now we are in a future that has not been written, but has been written. So pretty much anything goes. John Connor has been taken over by Skynet, turned into a nano skin type thing. We get something like that in Dark Fate, but we'll get there when we get there. And he is coming after his mom, Sarah Connor, and his dad, Kyle Reese. In this new iteration of the Terminator, we open the movie in them going to the full main, taking the attack to the Terminators, winning the war. Well, at least they think they won the war. Sending Kyle Reese back, but Kyle Reese gets sent to a alternate timeline where Sarah Connor was saved by a Terminator, because they decided to go even further back to kill Sarah Connor when she was a child, which makes way more sense than trying to kill her as an adult, but who's thinking about that? But now they build a time machine and they jump to the future, and we have Arnold Schwarzenegger coming back as the Terminator, but who sent him back? Those files have been wiped from his head. So we don't know who sent the Terminator back to save Sarah Connor. Convenient. And now they have to jump time to get to the future where Skynet is now basically Apple and is going to go live once it gets to a certain point, and it's going to launch the nukes. Judgment Day is going to happen, and now Sarah Connor, Kyle Reese, and the Terminator are off to go take down Skynet in 2017 or wherever it's at, now with John Connor trying to come back to it. Like I said, this movie is so... I don't understand. Like, somebody was high as a kite when they came up with this script, man. I can't with this movie. I really can't. They had some interesting shit. It really did. It had some interesting stuff. They wiped out everything for they could start new, and then they did nothing for it, and it wasn't even that good of a story. They have J.K. Sims, so when they originally went back in the 80s, one of the cops, Kyle Reese saves that, or Sarah Connor, Kyle Reese saves that cop from getting killed by a liquid Terminator, and he now has followed, the cop has now, followed all their shit to the now, and everything played by J.K. Sims, and he's like, I gotta figure out who these people are, and he finally figures out that they're from the future and all this shit, and that's a cool idea, and they could have done something with that, but then they don't do anything with that, because we get Dark Fate. As a Terminator movie, it's stupid. As a action movie, it's fine. But beyond that, I have to say, I was highly disappointed. This was trash. Constantly making old jokes about Terminator, who is called Guardian in this. Old, but not obsolete. And they just keep making references to that until he gets, a liquid metal upgrade at the end, right? And they all go off to live happily ever after, and Kyle Reese tells his young self what they need to know to stop Skynet in the future and shit like that. Yeah. But overall, man, this movie was just not fun. I mean, it was fun, but it's just dumb. It's just dumb. Like one of the scenes is they're down in this bunker in the future, and the Terminator knows exactly where they're at. And he goes down there. Of course I knew where Grandpa took us back in the day, because you told me about it and everything else. And it's like, well, fuck, we can't get away from this fucking guy because he knows fucking everything. So why would she doesn't know that she told all him that, because he's from the main timeline who jumped into this alternate timeline, which doesn't make any sense either. And me even talking about this doesn't make any sense. And I still watch the movie, and I still try to piece all this together, and it still doesn't make any fucking sense. What are the ratings for this fucking movie? The ratings, Letterboxd is sitting at a 2.2 out of 5. Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 26 critic score, 52 audience score. IMDb has it at a 6.3 out of 10. That seems really fucking high. But where does this lie on my 5-star review? The story is a 3. The cinematography is a 3. The characters are a 2.5. The design is a 3, which brings our total to 2.875. Guys, let me know what you thought of Terminator Genisys. Sure love to hear it. Go over to Gio's page, say hi over there, watch our podcast. We're going to be doing part 2 soon. I know Gio just has to set it up, and then I will tell you guys all about it. And I will see you in my next review. Bye.